Hello everybody and welcome to the Pocono Raceway and the Tricky Triangle for the fourth to last race on the PRA calendar for the Sunoco 200. I'm your host for today's event, Crimson Incel, and I'm joined by my co-commentator, Ally. Hello, Ally. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing good, and it looks like a fantastic evening for racing here in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, for sure. A treat this race has been every season. It may not boost car numbers every season, but it boasts a lot of action, a lot of great racing throughout, and memories made. And I don't know what Aiden's on about. Anyway, so we have 7 cars currently on the grid. 1 car will be joining us later. That's DB in the last starting spot. For 80 laps of racing in the Pocono Raceway and the Sunoco 200. Starting on the pole, Max Blugio with a blisteringly fast lap time, but surprisingly alongside him. Respawn your car, Core. Cause I just read you, and I don't want you to have another car. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that was. At any rate, and alongside him, surprisingly, is Coringa. For his championship fight, he is currently two points off from the rest, off from Max Blugio, who took the points lead in Darlington. So it'll be really interesting to watch those two. Aiden in the 21, the 71 is System. There's Levi. Robloxy in the other IR Motorsports car in the chase. And Slam Door. Core, stop doing that. Oh, true. At any rate, now it is technically, let me add that, it is technically a 3-point gap now, between Max Blugio and Coringa due to that pole bonus for Max Blugio. He's racked up a lot of those this season. It doesn't seem like he's going to stop any time soon. So there's the new points, 2036 to 2033. At any rate, we can't interview Max Blugio yet. Soon. He keeps saying soon. How soon is soon? I don't know. However, I do think we can interview Coringa, so we are going to interview Coringa because he has started showing a lot of emotion, a lot of frustration recently about that. All right. So let's go ahead and interview Coringa. Hello, Core. How are you doing today?
Hello, Incel. I'm doing pretty good. Heading into the the Pennsylvania mountains?
Yeah, the Pocono Mountains.
Today. Yeah, the Pocono Mountains. I think it's located in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty excited for this race, knowing that I'm behind that guy over there. That fell over there. So yeah.
The action and the turn. The action in the face did not match. Yeah, so you're starting second, which seems good on paper. However, this man right here, Max Blugio, has set a lap. Look back the way you were looking. This man right here, Max Blugio, he has set a lap 0.2 faster than you, Core. So you have a lot of work cut out for you. Yes, you're second. Yes, that's good. That keeps the gap a lot narrower. However, he's 0.2 faster at least as of qualifying laps. How are you going to fight that? How are you going to work to improve yourself and maybe try and change that over the course of this 80-lap race tonight?
I think I'm gonna probably fight it by just trying to improve during the race, try and figure out the line, because 2 times, that's still a lot of time to be gained on him. And I did set a better lap during practice. It's like a one in a blue moon type of lap, but I think I can put the pace to him. If worse comes to worse, then this car, will be my assistant making that pass. So yeah, if stuff needs to happen, it will happen. Everything goes for a championship at this point. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, then, Ally, have anything for Karinga?
Oh, he said no.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well then, Core, good luck today. I can't wait to see what you can do this race.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep that pre-race short and sweet. You're gonna keep that pre-race short and sweet. We're all in a good mood today. We're having a fantastic time. We had a great time listening to music and warm-ups and quali, and we're just about ready to get to work in the Pocono Mountains. 80 laps of racing, 200 miles, as we have said. That equates to probably an hour and a half of racing. And we will see the stages split up as 25, 25, and 30 laps. Fuel should not be a concern today. We will be pitting at the stage breaks most likely, although some people might try and do a little bit of interesting strategy with stage 2 to gain position on the start, like for stage 3 or something like that. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. It'll be really interesting seeing what happens. But this is it. Pocono, the 4th to last race of the season, the third race of the chase. Let's go ahead, start our pre-race ceremonies here from Pocono. And I do believe I forgot the American flag again. So we're just going to look at the drivers, this majestic field during the national anthem. Please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem of the United States of America. Alrighty then, and now we're just about ready to get going from Pocono for 80 laps, 200 miles of action. And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome driver of IR's flagship car, the number 93, Robloxian.
Drivers, start your engines.
I think you go ahead and rejoin VC. That was the wrong graph. The wrong bar thing. Yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna disconnect the bot. Set your numbers, set your numbers, set your numbers, set your numbers. Stay in your car, Max. What are you doing? Set your numbers, set your numbers. I hope your numbers are set. What are you doing, Max? Stay in your... Why? You only need to set... You only need to jump out once, maybe, if you need to set your... If you need to fix your camera. At any rate, DB's here. Yippee! He's in VC2. You made the start. Alright. We're just about ready to go. Once DB has his scheme on and sets his number, get your scheme, set your number. Alright, and of course DB running that throwback paint scheme here today. Number 73 JBL car. So beautiful. Throwing it back to season 4. He did win here last season, Max. Alrighty then, we're just about ready to go. It's Pocono. Pace speed 90 miles an hour, single file, standard roll-off procedure. Pace. As the field gets rolling here, there's no reason for Max Blugio in the 31 on the pole position. And alongside him tonight is Karinga in the number 24 for IR Motorsports. In row number 2, I'll let Ally do that. I just got row 1. Go ahead and start with row 2.
On row number 2, there's 2 more people chasing for the PRA Cup. It's Aiden in the number 21 and System in the number 71.
And that first row was all chase contenders too. Then, in the next row, it's the first non-chase contender in this field. That's the 25 of Levi. I believe he is the only non-chase contender today. And alongside him, another IR Motorsports car in the chase. That's Robloxian, the 93.
In row number 4, rounding out today's field is the number 83 of Slamdoor and the number 3 of IMDb. DB still searching for his first win of the 2025 season.
It's gonna, yeah, for sure. It's not been fun for him. He won the Clash. He felt great. That was going to be a fantastic start to a fantastic season, and then stuff just kept going wrong. But he's still here trying. He's made the chase, and this is a track that he may be able to learn, stay fast at, and maybe go and win this race when it comes to it. We'll have to wait and see. But it's a long race ahead of us. And Max Blugio is starting on the pole once more. Is this going to be a dominant day that results in a win for Max Blugio, or is this going to be something different? Will we see the 31 once again potentially throw away a really good race?
Like you pointed out at Chicagoland, the 31 and really the 71, that whole team, they can really, they turn the jets on stage number 1, but they fall off stages 2 and 3. It'll be interesting to see if Max Blugio can hold the field off today, or if it's going to be another fallback from that team.
Yeah, for sure. it'll be really interesting seeing what happens. Hopefully they can keep stuff working, keep stuff going strong. Let me set chase. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. As I was saying, I actually don't know what I was saying. It is GTT double up. At any rate, this is it. Pocono coming to the green. Round 3 of the chase. 4th to last race of the regular season. Max Blugio on the pole. Your mic is getting my voice, by the way. Max Blugio on the pole. Core on his outside. It's the tricky triangle. You've been waiting a long time. As they head through turn 3 and come towards the Crimson Designs restart zone to wait on the green flag. Here we go, guys. PRA Racing from Pocono. Let's go! One lap complete in the Pocono Mountains, and we're getting treated to some fantastic racing early on, as Max Blugio leads by just over half a second. Coringa and Aiden fight behind, and here comes Aiden's teammate in Slamdor, and here comes DB early on.
The field is all bunched up behind the back, I would say. Now starting to single file out, Slamdor to the inside of Coringa, to the inside of Aiden. He's going to get up to second, 10 points behind that main group up front in the chase. He needs something done today, and he's doing it well. But Core is going to come back to second off of turn number 3.
As we see now that field finally single filed out. And this is where it's going to get interesting. We're going to see a lot of lines in use. We're going to see a lot of different driving techniques in use. We're going to see different levels of aggression. But still really early in this race. But as the field starts to spread out, we're going to see different plans evolve too. People who might not be able to fight to get any stage points, they might set themselves up for a better chance in Stage 2 by pitting early. Because these stages, Stage 1 and Stage 2, are 25 laps each. A fuel run, at least as of my knowledge, is over 30 laps. So you have a lot of freedom. So we might see a lot of these people, DB, Robloxy, and System Levi, who might not be able to fight for those stage points. They might set themselves up for Stage 2.
Well, now that the field is single filed out, we've got some people breaking away from others. Coringa in the second position, chasing Max Blugio at the front. Then it's Slamdor, Aiden, and DB in their own pack in the middle, and then the back markers very far off of the middle pack there.
Have Robloxy and System dueling it out for P6, and then there's Levi in the back.
Down the front straightaway, and especially down Long Pond straightaway, you're going to see some very high speeds being reached Here 205, down Long Pond from multiple drivers.
And the cars down Long Pond, especially in that TV2 camera, they look so incredibly slow until they come past the camera. The speed is just incredible in these unrestricted PRA engines.
The highest speed I've seen so far today, 206 miles an hour, and that's just insane.
The speed's just incredible. Listen to those cars fly by entering turn 1. Man, that's just incredible. As Slam Door's broken away from Aiden, and DB is dropping back to system Robloxian and Levi further back.
I was just about to say, yes, DB falling back to the back markers. Aiden looks to be going with. Up front, the gap just 6/10 between Core, well, it's more 7/10, but 6/10 between Core and Max Blue.
Yeah. As we ride on board with DB looking out the back at a rapidly approaching 71 car. Look at the time he gains down into turn 1. Pulls right up to the back bumper of DB, but DB gets that run off. Let's ride on board with System headed down into turn 2. Moves the 3 out of the way.
Well, near contact. As the 3, or the 71, cuts across.
DB's trying to adjust to this style of Pocono. He's never raced Pocono like this. So this is a very unique experience to him. The last time that we raced Pocono, corner speeds were a lot lower. It was a lot less of what we see right now. A lot more of the traditional PRA intermediate approach. So DB has some learning to do, but wouldn't be surprised if towards the end of this race we see him competing and making some moves for the lead.
Side by side, our System and DB using each other up just a little bit down to turn number 3. System will get there. Robloxian attempts to get to the inside of DB. It won't happen. DB back to the inside of the 71, and now they've single filed out down the front straightaway.
Remember, though, that 3 and 93, they are allies. They're not allies, though, to the 71. So, if it comes to it, we might see this IMG car and this IRMS car work together to mutually gain and hurt this Sled Job Danny racing car and System.
Last lap, or gained a few tenths on the number 31 of Max Blugio. 7/10 was the gap last time by. Heading down the front straightaway now. Core has the draft. Max Blugio does not even lose his attempt.
Overall, though, closer than a few laps ago. So we'll have to see if Karinga's able to continue gaining or not, because this is looking really promising for the 24 if he can turn around that decline early and just get faster and faster as this race goes on. And we're not even halfway through stage 1 yet.
Very spread out, DB sends to the inside of Robloxian. Nothing there, they'll signal final back out. Down the straightaway, into turn number 3.
Small
Levi.
gain from Karinga despite hitting the wall.
Oh!
Whoa! And that was a car down into pit road, hits the pylon, but he's off the primary racing surface, will stay green. What just happened? Internet. Luckily, he did not hit the limiter. And his race is pretty, at least, at the very least, he did not hit that limiter. That could have been a whole lot worse for him.
You, Jackson, for DB, heading down pit road, yanked the wheel to the left, and it was internet issues, and that's gonna unravel his route. He has no draft, nobody to work with now unless somebody else crashes. He does have a few cautions coming up, but what I've seen with DB is that when he gets in the back, he tends to stay there most of the time.
Yeah, and that tracks to past seasons too. I mean, I'm thinking to multiple races back in season 4 where DB just, like, I mean, he had a fast car, but then he got in the back by some unfortunate means and hasn't been able to work his way back up, so it's all too real for him.
Max Bluggio heads down the front straightaway to lead lap 12. The gap only 5/10 between the two leaders. Something has happened. Then it's 3 seconds back to Slamdor. A battle for the lead is brewing, and we may see another Chicagoland situation.
This is too early for Max Bluggio to be dropping off like this. This is really early for Coringa to be gaining a ton of pace. Robloxian, that's a warning for wall use back there. I don't want to see it again. Give up whatever time you gained.
Now, I think Coringa is learning the draft here. If it stays as it is now, Max Bluggio gains 1 point to make the gap 3 in the chase.
No, 4. Remember that pole bonus. It would be 4 points.
And that's something Coringa doesn't need. He wants to get to the front of the stage and try and minimize the gap as much as possible.
As just continuing to watch this 31 and 24. Coringa's definitely learned something. That or Max Bluggio is backing up the pace. We'll just have to wait and see. Keep watching that gap. It's another 10th less. Core's on the way.
Or has all the draft that he needs, and Max Bluggio is just seeing a clean track ahead of them. Not much dirty air right now, because it's only one car between these two. I think that might explain a bit of the field being spread out. Heading into turn 3. We'll see the gap this time on the front straightaway. Max Bluggio has led a race high 14 laps, and he wants to make it 15.
But Core's still taking a little bit of time out at a time every lap.
Now 5 laps to go in stage number 1.
No, stage 1 is 25.
Oh. 10 laps to go in stage number 1.
It's
And
way too early for Max. Like, I'd have to assume he's been giving up pace. Can I look at how much it seems he's gained? Something happened to Coringa, because I do believe Max gains this time. Yep, back to 5-6. Looking further back in the field. Slamdor and Aiden gravitating towards each other. I believe Aiden has caught the 83. Looking a little further back than that, System all alone. Then Robloxian. Then Levi. DB after that spin. Taking his time. Currently 27 seconds back. Still has 20 seconds over race leader Max Bluggio.
It just really looks like what we're going to see today. A lot of single file racing, no fuel saving, for the most part.
And look at this! Aiden's caught Slam! They're right together now. and teammates communicating on the radio. Slam Door wants help. Aiden's willing to give that help if he can. ATP ally.
Slamdor and Aiden headed into turn number 3. Aiden's gonna get a better run off. He's just gonna give him a shove. That's just what you expect from a teammate. Working forward, Zero lap 19 to 25, stage 1, stage 2 goes to lap 50, and then stage 3 to the end, lap 80, and now DB seems very far back. 28 seconds the gap to first.
Just watching these Ace Alpine racing cars helping each other out. Aiden pushing the 83 along. And I don't know if that gap is gonna grow, shrink. I don't know what it's gonna do. So let's see. Stays about the same.
They do need the help. Nearly 7 seconds back from second place Core, who is now over a second behind the number 31 of Max Blugio.
I'm wondering if that 31 was just making some mistakes, or if Core decided this isn't the time yet. I'm gonna wait.
Whoa! Aiden hits the outside wall. It says he hit the apron. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. And once again, given a bump to the 83. And they've, for the most part, stalled out the game, but Max is still just that much quicker.
It's better than battling and falling back to System in 5th.
And I'm just waiting to see if any of these guys further back decide, I'm going to pit, give myself track advantage for stage 2. Although, actually, if you are further back than maybe Eden's System, I don't know if you can. Without getting lapped.
Stage 1. 4 laps to go in stage 1. Actually, this time.
Yeah.
And Max is just pulling away.
Max is on rails. Look at that. Over 170 miles an hour through turn 2. Just incredible how he manages to roll that corner. We've not seen anyone else been able to do that all day.
And I'm really seeing speeds out of him down the straightaway that some might not be able to hit with draft. And it's just really impressive to see this rookie do this well. Start of the season, I don't know if it was really anybody, but I did not see much in him. And now he's fighting for a championship.
Yeah, just an incredible drive from the rookie. Seeing a rookie outclass a field of veterans is just something you don't see a lot anymore in the racing world. I mean, see it occasionally in real life NASCAR, especially looking at Trucks Xfinity, but in the Cup Series, not really. This is such a refreshing look. Seeing this guy, he came in here, no one had expectations for him. Slide job Danny Racing, Aiden and Napa, they went, picked him up, gave him a fast car, and look at that, he is driving that car just incredibly. Because we have one car in pit road, that's Robloxian.
And really, since it's pro racing, he's just better than the field. The cars, they're equal. And he's just that good coming around to the white flag in stage number 1 this time for Max Blugio. Core 1.6 back gained not that much, but he did gain just a small bit last time around off of turn number 3. It's going to be Max Blugio taking the white flag in stage number 1.
Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Robloxian merging right in front. Does he get up to speed in time? Yes! Oh, man. And that is huge for that 93 team.
Robloxian has to be thanking the track builders for for modeling that corner. All 3 corners here are modeled after other tracks, but specifically making that corner one of the slowest.
Turn 1 is one
really
of the
helps to get
fastest. What?
What?
Turn 1 is like the fastest corner.
My fault. Okay, well, coming to the green-white checkered flag, it's going to be Max Blugio winning stage number 1 here at the Pocono Mountains.
Now, this is interesting. This 93 car right here, he came into pit road. He has fuel. And looking at fuel,
he should be able to make it the entire second stage.
all of them will be. All of them will be.
But
He'll have the track advantage. He'll have the track position advantage, though.
he doesn't have to pit, and he'll be able to make it the whole time. This is
Max
huge
Force Slam.
for that number 93 team. Was one of, from my knowledge, the last people to make the chase, but probably wrong on that.
He was in the chase for a while, and
Yeah.
he was one of the lowest seeds, though. Yeah. All right, pits open. Who comes in? Who stays out? I think everyone comes in except for Robloxian. It's going to be a very busy pit lane.
And it'll be Robloxian who gets the lead if staying out, no matter what. He's catching up to the field right now, so he's using another lap of fuel than these guys would, but it doesn't really matter.
It does not matter, especially because, keep in mind, by the way, keep in mind, by the way, we used a whole bunch of fuel on those opening pace laps, but we've already complete a lap of stage 2
And
with fuel,
Aiden.
so, and we had fuel to spare in stage 1 too, so I don't think it'll be an issue.
Aiden's taken a very long time to make it to his pit box. Not sure why that's happened. He's off of pit road now.
Now the 93 of Robloxian, pace speed's 90. The 93 of Robloxian now has complete control over this field. Choose this time. Now I do not believe that I added choose cone. I did not. So we will choose at the start finish line. As we watch the field head on down through turn 3. There's no turn 4 at this track. It is a triangle. Alright, here we go. The choose. You get to pick your lane. Middle of the track. Middle of the track. There you go. You get to pick your lane. There you have it. Pretty even split. IR Motorsports teammates linking up on the bottom. That's going to be big. Let's see how well Karinga and Robloxian can push. And who knows? Maybe we'll see if Robloxian can help Core. Maybe block this 31 a little bit. Remember, the leader is the 93. He has control over the restart. You cannot go until he does. Meaning he should have a jump on you guys on the restart. That is how it should work.
Now Robloxian. I'm sorry. shouldn't talk.
No,
Robloxian, might have to save just a little bit of fuel, but it doesn't look like much.
We'll have to see. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. We'll see, though. Anyway, coming to the green flag, Robloxian controls the field. The ticker does not. Here we go. And there it is. There's the jump. And Robloxian manages to get himself clear. Core's clear too. 2 positions dropped right off the bat from X-Blugio.
This might be the fall off discussed at the beginning of the race. The 93 and the 24 working together up front. Robloxian has a sizable gap. It's a small gap, but it's pretty big. On a restart, that is. 2x2. Down 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
And now this is the chance for people to fight Max Bugio, and this is the chance for these IR Motorsports teammates, Robloxian and Core, to run away.
Contact between System and DB, lots of contact. Down into turn 1, they were making contact on the front straightaway as well. Single 5, whoa! Huge shove from the 71 to the 3, sends him down the track. Now Aiden on the outside of the 3. DB rockets back in there. They're both in the wall.
Slam door to the inside of the 31. Lunges to the inside. Max Blugio gonna try and, whoa! More contact further back between the 3 and 71. Slam door was able to roll the top in turn 3. And that keeps Max Blugio behind at a disadvantage. 4 cars under a blanket for the race lead right now.
Or let's see if he tries to get by. Ideally, he would to try and gain some points. Slam door to the inside of Coringa.
Slam wasting no time. Robloxian, your leader, blocking. Slam to the inside. Robloxian slides up, holds up Core. Here comes the 31. 4 cars, all fighting. 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Robloxian's gonna get clear of the number 83. The push from number 24. 3 cars were on the outside there. 3 cars on the inside now. Core stuck up on the top.
What can Coringa do with this top? What can Robloxian do fighting his teammate? Can they work together? Hold up this Ace Alpine car. Hold up this 31.
Contact. 3 cars into the wall. Robloxian the only one not in the wall. Slam door looking to the inside of the number 93. Just doesn't have it there. And here comes Max Blugio. Up the inside, down the front straightaway. He's into the stake points. Robloxian blocking all over the racetrack.
Incredible, incredible racing as Robloxian continues to block, to hold up. Gets in the throttle a bit early. They're 3 wide almost down the log pod straightaway. 31, 93 fighting.
But the blocking won't work forever.
Whoa, there's the bumper from the 83. Punts the 93 into the wall. Slam trying to fight Max.
Now good hard racing. Here's Aiden. He's gonna join the brawl. 4 cars back under a blanket, but it's not for the lead, which Core has run away with.
But that's what we were worried about. That 93 let cars by. Now Max Blugio has some air to work with, has some room to work with, unless the 83 of Slam can stick with him. Slamdor and Coringa made a deal today to work together this race for Slam to help out Core unless he has a chance. So if Slam feels he loses that chance, he's defaulting to helping Core. But if Slam thinks he has a chance, he helps himself. So he, right now, has two priorities fighting and pushing him to keep up with this 31.
Levi gave the bumper to Robloxian in turn number 2. They're getting a bit separated off in turn number 4, but Levi's still trailing the 93.
And right now, Coringa's focus is running away, expanding the gap, expanding the lead. And Max Blugio is chasing him down.
Aiden falls back another position. System gets his first spot since the horseplay with DB.
Finally up to 7th place. System is pulled away from DB. And DB just isn't looking like himself right now.
He really hasn't for a lot of this season.
Robloxian and Levi back at it again side by side in turn 1. DB, that's a verbal.
The back of the field is usually where a lot happens. Levi gets a push this train here. The 71, the 93, the 25, 21 might get into it. Slamdor just ahead. They'll see if they can push to him, I assume.
As Robloxian's just holding cars up, trying to do whatever he can to help his teammates, to help his allies. A real team player right now, this 93.
Max Blugio is in second. If Coringa wins this stage and Max Blugio stays where he is, it's only going to be, I believe, a point gain. The gap will still be 3. Down into turn number 3. Robloxian loses positions. Not good. DB still last, but second to last will be Robloxian. But DB might have some draft, and that'll help.
And Roblox, DB's not even trying to make the corner. Hello? Oh, lag, okay. Well, give up the time you gain from it, though. Thank you.
The position is given, whatever, back, and, I mean, but now, DB has a chance to not be last. To get around the number 93, possibly start a charge.
Coringa maintaining, expanding the gap on Max Blugio. Trying to keep his championship hopes alive.
Levi and System, and also Aiden battling further back, like it's been for most of this stage. Getting 11 laps to go this time.
Alright, 4 points separate Max Blugio and Coringa right now. As things run, that will be changed to 3 points separating the two. And if it stays this way for the rest of the race, that would actually be down to 1 point separating the two because Core would get that bonus. By the way, this is the halfway lap, so here comes Core's halfway bonus.
That will help the gap shrink.
And this is really good for that 24. These points bonuses. Through turn 3, Core's going to pick up another point for halfway. And that brings the gap down even more than before. 3 points separate Max Bluggio and Coringa right now, 2039 to 2036. And as things stand, if the stage ends like this, that's down to 2 points, which is what, prior to today, the points looked like between these two.
Max Bluggio has to mount the charge or get somebody else near him to push and mount that charge, or help him to do so if he wants to reverse the effects of that halfway bonus.
Max just gained a lot of time there through turn 3. But yeah, in the words of Max Bluggio a few laps ago, remember when Core was saying he wasn't fast? Levi, watch the wall.
Core just seems to have these cars and these tracks figured out from the time he turns a lap in practice or qualifying to the end of the race. Usually perfect, but when it's not perfect, it might not be the best.
But he's always so incredibly close, too. He's like, this whole season for Core has just been a breakout season. A fantastic, fantastic year for him. If he's not been winning, he's been really close to winning. With a few races, of course, as exceptions, but just incredible. Same kind of thing for Max. Other than that stint mid-season where he was having a lot of lag, where we thought it was all over right then and there. He would win the 150, he'd win Phoenix, and then that was it. When that happened, other than that, it has been a very similar season for Max Bluggio. If he's not winning, he's really, really close to winning. And that has brought this points battle so close together, so late in the season. At this rate, we might see a points battle, one of the closest points battles in PRA history, come Homestead.
And it's been Chevy's really dominating all season. Only a few wins from Ford and 1 from Toyota, if I'm not mistaken. No. Multiple from Toyota, but it's really been Chevy. They have the best drivers this season. And looks like we will be getting a different champion as opposed to last season, where Napa wins back-to-back.
As Napa did not make the chase today. This season. By the way, it is an absolute dogfight back here for position. There's 4 or 5 cars like all with each other. So take a look at this. Aiden System, Levi, and Robloxian. 4 cars almost under a blanket. Robloxian looks to the inside of Levi. These two have been fighting all day long.
Yeah, it didn't look like that strategy call exactly worked out for number 93. He's back 5 laps to go in stage 2. In the final stage, 30 laps. 30 laps in length to the checkered flag to see who will win in Pocono.
Well, no, here's the thing too. On a team standpoint, that strategy worked out great, because right now his teammate is leading this race, and it's gonna come down to the wire for these stage points. Core and Max Bluggio right with each other here now with 4 laps to go in the stage. They're right there.
I mean, Max Bluggio seems to have just been backing up the pace from what we're seeing now. Usually, what happens, starts good, falls back, but he can bounce back at the end if he just tries hard enough sometimes. That's where he's gotten his 3 wins this season.
Who, Max Bluccio? Yeah.
But he has to go up against the number 24, who has it figured out. Now, 3 laps to go in stage number 2. The gap coming down just a little bit from the last time around.
Oh, it's remained.
2-0.
Go
In
ahead.
turn 1. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
So, entering turn number 1, Max Bluccio rocketed it up to 205 miles an hour before going, breaking down.
Incredible speeds. Robloxian doing that same strategy again. He's coming into pit road.
But this strategy is going to work a little bit better this time because he's not as far back. He was about 15 seconds back when he pitted the last stage, and now he's only about 8.
2 laps to
less.
go in stage 2 of this race. And it's coming down to the wire between Coringa and Max Bluccio. Oh, man. So close down the long pod straightaway.
If you're Max, you're going to have to block him down to the wall, block him back up. Sorry, if I'm Core.
Yeah, but if I'm Max, honestly, hold back. Set up a really good corner. Set up a really good run. That's your best chance to get around him. But he'll just do the same thing back to you. Here we go. White flag. 2.5 miles left in stage 2.
Now they're going round into turn number 1. What will Max do? Hits 205 yet again down the racetrack. Core going up. He's gonna follow down the long pond straightaway.
Core pulled. I think that's it. Unless Core bottles a corner. I think that's it. Oh, they both get into the wall. They're both pushing that hard.
The wall. Through turn number 3. For the final time in this stage, Max Bluccio and Core are right next to each other. Max Bluccio all the way using all the track off of turn number 3, but Core will win stage number 2 in Pocono.
Incredible.
And Robloxian, the strategy worked again, heading down into turn 2.
Yeah, and just incredible. Alright, pits are open this time, but it's Core Max Slam for the stage. Taking a look at how that racks up on the points. Look at that. Look at that. 2 points once again between Max Bluccio and Coringa. Are you kidding me?
It is going down to the wire. Here in the standings, down pit road goes the whole field except Robloxian still catching up. We assume they'll say, "Whoa!" Somebody at the pit barrels and around goes the number 3. He's gonna keep it.
That was Levi that hit those pit barrels. Now, let's watch these cars get down through pit road.
Max Bluccio doesn't have to turn out as much. That might help.
It's not going to be enough. Man. That was close. As Robloxian picks up the field. And once again, IR Motorsports together. How's it going to work out this time is the question. Especially for the Chews.
Now, you do have to remember this third stage, it isn't much longer than the first two. It's only 10 laps longer. We're gonna do a few laps under caution. So it looks like it's gonna be a nice, quick sprint to the finish.
Yeah, as we're coming to the Chews, they're in the field currently in turn 2. How are these two IR Motorsports teammates gonna navigate this, by the way? Because last time, they did it perfectly, honestly. That was a very flawless performance from the IR guys. But now, these other cars know what they can do. How are these IR Motorsports guys gonna work together this time?
Well, it really starts with picking the same lane, and Core is gonna have to know
Alright, Chews.
when Robloxian goes, or the 93 could back up to the 24 push. And they're gonna go different lanes.
And it's almost entirely everyone down on the bottom.
2 cars on the top, and it's unless Slamdor can give a huge push to the 93, it's looking like they'll fall back to the tail end of the field.
Wow, this is gonna get interesting. I was expecting these IR cars to stay together, but no, they didn't. Now remember, despite Core being on the inside, the 93 still controls the restart. The 93 of Robloxian still controls this restart.
And usually, it's the Chews, it's either or. Very weird formation that we're seeing here. DB still at the back of the field, not making much progress. They'll pace coming into turn number 3, and what could happen is Robloxian makes a surprise move and jumps out ahead of the field, potentially with Slamdor, or just by himself. That would probably help Core.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, here we go. The final stage is underway. How's this gonna work for Robloxian? How's he gonna stay with people? Pushing down. Car jumping out of line. That's the 83. Robloxian blocks. Everyone fanning out. Ping-ponging. Bumper cars. Few cars up the track. Oh no! Contact. Almost wrecking, and they're fanning out. Core blocking the 31 all the way down to the line. And down into turn 2. Max Blugio gets through. Here comes Levi.
Levi into the 3rd position, 3 wide behind him. Levi looking to the inside of number 24. Max Blugio back out to the lead. And this really could determine the championship when you think about it. Core is going to need to hustle if he wants to get back to the front for the race win. DB, huge move from him. He is no longer last. That goes to system. Down into turn number 1. This is crazy.
Riding on board with the 73, and wow, contact from the 83 further back, getting blocked down by the 21. Oh man.
I thought they were gonna run. DB is absolutely sending it. Levi keeps the 3rd position. Not for long. If DB keeps doing what he's doing, down through turn number 3, Core is chasing back for the lead.
Something flipped in that 73. I feel like he all of a sudden understands exactly how we're driving this track. Because now, all of a sudden, he's fighting for 3rd.
And it is... Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I wasn't looking at him. He has to be... Either he jumped or some sort of master move. System looking at the number... Should I say 73 or 3? Because
Why is he running the 3? DB, you need to change your car to 73, dude.
Robloxian.
Oh, wait, no, he is the 3. I'm reverting to frickin' Savage. Sorry, you are the 3. I'm reverting to Savage Motorsports.
And Robloxian hard in the wall further back. Went all the way down the racetrack. Levi heads to the back of the number 71, nothing there. Too wide, the two Ace Alpine Racing cars, number 21, number 83. Aiden and Slamdor dueling it out for chase points back here. Up front, it's the number 31, the 24. Separated by a good bit.
And now, this is not as much of what Core wanted. However, I'm starting to wonder something. I'm thinking, oh man.
Whoa, system blocked DB all the way down to the inside. Now DB shoves the 71 up the racetrack. Levi's gonna get back to the inside. They'll fall back behind the number 71. IMDb is back up to 3rd place.
I think DB's figured out something because other than right there, he's been running incredible laps. And he vows to keep the inside. Levi dives down to the inside. Oh man, and all that work that DB just did to get back up, gone in an instant.
Well, he's gonna go with the number 83. We'll see if he dives down to the inside. And I may have mentioned this earlier in the season, but really, what I'm seeing from DB is a lot of desperation recently. He shoves the number 83 up the racetrack. Sometimes it works, but it's still desperation here. Oh, 83 comes back down to give DB a bit of tap on the bumper.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the moves this 3's been making, it's out of desperation. He hasn't won since the Clash, and if we're counting only points wins, I don't think he's won since this race last season. It's been a really freaking long time. I'd understand the desperation kicking in, but goodness. Sometimes it's extremely controversial, and sometimes some officiating calls may have to get made.
Well, these drivers are going fast, and these drivers are getting mad. We'll see what happens here with the number 3. The 21 and 25 battling further back. Levi to 7th. This Robloxian has fallen off a cliff. I do not know where he is. He's in the middle of turn 3.
Yeah, he's very far back. I think he's just running his own race. But right now, Max Blugio is back to leading. There's a small stint. Their core was faster, but right now, Max Blugio is just pulling away, running away. So, let's go ahead and have a quick crank it up here from Pocono. Welcome back to Pocono. A lot has happened. And including Aiden driving off the track, coming back up, collected the 25. And him and Slamdoor, not the happiest with DB. Now,
Last.
PRA rules, I do want to bring this up. PRA rules allow for bumper use, allow for contact. It allows for aggressive driving up to the point where it's causing wrecks. Once it's causing wrecks, once it's becoming a hazard, that is when it needs to stop. Other than that, though, you can use the bumper, you can shove, you can block as late as you want, really, up to a point. There's a point to these things.
Oh.
And DB is just really good at exercising said liberty, and that brings a lot of controversy. And Aiden warning while use.
Well, these last few drivers in the back of the pack are they're getting a bit mad at each other, to say the least. And Core nearly 2 seconds back from Max Belushi at the front, lap 66 of 8. Now, Robloxian catching back up to these guys.
And man, just watching these cars in the back is so interesting. And now Robloxian shoving his way 3 wide is on the move. He wants some track position for himself.
Thankfully, the Crank It Up did not provide any wrecks like it did last season. All is well here in Pocono. Robloxian back to last place. All the action happening in the back half of the field. The front half is very strung out. Just running clean laps, practice laps, if you will. Or qualifying laps, but
Looking back at the lead,
whoa.
Max Blugio is just on rails right now. No one's near him. The only thing that could potentially change this is the possibility of pit stops. Now, I really hope that they don't happen. However, this field is using a lot more fuel than my test results showed. And now fuel might honestly be a factor.
And that really just derives from these people, these drivers, pushing it as hard as they can, getting on that gas very frequently, using a lot of fuel. Looking back at the back, you see Robloxian nearly headed to the inside of the 21. Aiden, Levi, Robloxian in the small train. Then it's DB just up front of them.
Man. Max Blugio has pulled 2 seconds on the 24. Just incredible work.
And it looks like if he'll be able to save, if that even is a factor, if the caution doesn't come out, which is still a possibility if you're out in the back just for a second, Robloxian and Aiden make some contact, a bit more there. If the caution doesn't come out, it's Max's race to lose, and he's still gapping Core.
And now, Robloxian fighting Aiden, trying to get himself up to 6th. Looking at the points, right now, Aiden's ahead of Robloxian. He's fighting Slamdoor. He's fighting Pocono. If Robloxian can steal another point from Aiden, that can get him a little closer to other cars, and that can hurt Aiden. So there are those other games. You want to be higher in the points. If you're not going to win a championship, you might as well be as high as you can. So still a lot to fight for this 93, and who knows what 1 point can do. One car coming into pit road, that's Levi. He's banking on all the other cars coming into pit road. We'll see if that's the right choice or not. Or maybe there's a caution. That would be really good for Levi.
And remember, last race at Darlington, we saw 90K Racing Toyota take the win on fuel mileage.
Yeah, so fuel is all too real here, and to be honest, a lot of us are completely sick of it, but that's the reality of this car and these race distances. As we see now, Max Blugio has traffic to worry about. Does Levi favor Max, or does Levi favor Core? That's the real question here. Who is Levi going to fight more? Because this is for a lap, and lappers can fight as hard as they want. So who does Levi like? Who does Levi play the favor towards? Because lap traffic could be huge.
And it really looks like he's playing into Core's hands here. Fought quite a bit with the number 31, and looking at real NASCAR, you see a lot of lappers. They fight the leader, but then when they get to second, they don't fight them anymore because it's not for a lap. They're not fighting for the free pass, especially in this situation. Levi, if he drops down to Core, would not be fighting for the free pass. He's the only car that's gone a lot down in this race.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's no real reason anymore. So if Core catches up to Levi, he's just gonna let him go. I mean, there's nothing for Levi to fight for with Core compared to with Max Blugio. There's gonna be a whole lot less fighting once this 24 catches up. And that can play into the favor of the 24 in this long run.
DB is back to the back of the field. 7th out of 8 cars. Because Levi is now a lap down.
I have a feeling lag might have been part of it. Looking at fuel, I'm no longer particularly concerned. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm concerned.
With some people, maybe, but also probably not.
I don't think I'm some people I'm a little more concerned than others.
There's one in particular.
There's a few. But at any rate, up front, the gap's gone down 7/10. It was 8-9 but of course Max just incredibly fast this race, cruising towards a victory.
We're coming around to 5 laps to go here in Pocono, and it's been not that long of a race, but it's still been an eventful one.
Yeah, for sure. Now here's what I'm interested in. Coringa has more fuel than Max Blugio. So if fuel becomes a factor, which I don't think is likely.
Wow, there goes Coringa! Around off of the 25. Sorry for interrupting you there, Crimson Incel, but I really should have said it. But Core went around. Both him and the 25 went into the wall, and it was just chaos. after that.
If you clipped it, show me post-race, and I'll determine what to do about that, because I didn't see it.
But now System may be able to catch Karina, and that would throw a wrench in the 24's hopes.
And
Because now
now,
he has to pass Levi again.
blue flag doesn't exist unless the car is like overly aggressive, Slam. Yeah, if you clipped it, show me post-race, I'll determine what needs to be done about that, if anything. But now with 3 to go, Max Blue Geo has 2.5 seconds of breathing room.
Now Levi looking back at the number 24. Cora's obviously gonna want to block. He's gonna shove him to the wall. And a huge bump from the 25 to the 24. It's only heating up, coming to 2 laps to go. Max Blugio leads.
I need to double check. Alright.
Down.
Man, that just changed everything right there. Right as I was about to make a cool goal too, man. Well, Max Blue Geo leading the way. It's coming to the white flag. And with that, a win. White flag presented by Debit 2 Bank. Next flag, that will be the checkered, ends the race. Max Blue Geo on fumes.
Can he make it? It looks like he can.
I think he's gonna make it just fine. And if he doesn't, he has time. Through turn 2 for the final time. What a drive for Max Blue Geo. And the 31's gonna do it again. Out of turn 3, Max Blue Geo claims the tricky triangle. Incredible. And on fumes, 0.35 liters. Home race victory for the 31. And that gap expands to 3 points, which Core probably doesn't like, but I mean, it's not terrible. He's showing his displeasure at the 25. And reasonably so. And cars out of fuel. Wow. What a race. Any arguments can go in the arguments channel. Nowhere else, please and thank you.
Most of the field ends up out of fuel here.
Core, it's 3 points, dude. You don't need the fuel for the burnout anyway. You won't need it. Core, it's 3 points, by the way. All right. Not necessarily core. The next 3 races are like really good for you. I haven't done the points yet, Slam. Alright, so that's what you'll be crossing. I'll tell you when it's ready. I'm gonna just... let's see, Max Bugio car. That. 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 Directing speed. You know, no, that's fine. Okay, and then let me select your car. I'll tell you when. Alright! Go crazy! And I just got a freaking OneDrive pop up. Holy crap. Dude! No! I'm trying to get pictures and it's like, oh, save to OneDrive. And once again, another missed screenshot opportunity. Please, bro. Max Bugio burnouts are so good, but so hard to follow. But burn it down. Max Bugio claims the tricky triangle. Alright, Max. Go ahead and head to victory lane. What in the 133 messages in a group chat? There is an opening. Oh. Wait, what the frick? Okay, let me just like delete these 2 cars real quick. Eliminated. No, Max, go, turn around, bro. Here. Max heads on over to victory lane. And I'll get to you in a second. Leave game if you don't want an interview, by the way, unless you're Max. To And I have to freaking babysit a channel for the next 30 minutes. And there's the timeout. There's the 1-day timeout. And the... Alright, so there's the 1-day timeout and a 15-point penalty for language. Incredible. Okay. We're gonna interview, I guess, DB and System. Starting with System. I don't even know what position System started. I'm... hello, System. How are you doing today?
I mean, definitely could have been a better day. It's Pocono. I've never been good at Pocono my entire racing career, so I mean, it definitely could have been better. Shit at the end.
Yeah, overall, decent day for you. I think you finished third. Good point stay. Keeps you in contention, so... how are you feeling about that?
I mean, I'm not surprised. My top 5 streak is still going. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm hoping next race I can finally win since it's been so long. But I mean, that's a pretty solid day if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. You lose a little bit of ground, but, I mean, you're still going to be in the picture once I get these points done, so no worries. I don't really have any questions for you, man. Sorry. Thanks for your time.
Anytime.
And let's go ahead and... Wait, oh my gosh. God, there's so much to pay attention to. Oh my goodness, there's like 4 channels. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and interview DB. Hello DB. How are you doing?
Hi. Not too good.
Fair enough. Caught in controversy again. Now I do want to once again highlight the rules. You are allowed to be aggressive, use the bumper, block, door, so long as you're not so long as it's not becoming a hazard. You're not allowed to send or wall people, though.
Yep.
That is basically it. No corner cutting, of course, no wall use, yeah, stuff like that. You have been getting in controversy. For as long as I can remember this season, for your use of that privilege to be aggressive. How do you feel about that?
I feel happy that it's not too sensitive and you could exercise those rules pretty well without having a warning. And I guess if you don't like that rule, I guess just don't race here. But it's not like the other drivers that I do it against can't do it themselves. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And just a rough day for you again. One of your favorite races, if not your favorite, if not, you're literally your favorite race all season.
Yeah, I didn't get any
So
practice.
yeah, you weren't
Probably
able to get
something.
practice. Qualified dead last because you had to qualify on mobile, and just nothing went well today.
Yep.
You showed promise at times, but lag, of course. Really, what are your plans? What are your hopes, ideas for the final 3 races of the season? One being Bristol or Gateway, I haven't decided yet, or Nashville and Homestead.
I hope to just get a win. I know I'm probably not gonna win this championship, but just really looking for a win. Try to. I'm still just gonna be as aggressive as usual because I need that win. But we'll see what happens.
All right, then. Well, thank you for your time, DB, and
Yep.
hope to see you on the better side of the results soon.
Thank you.
All right. And next I get to go and be alone in general. Yippee! All right, let's go ahead and get some victory lane pictures in arguably the most beautiful victory lane in PRA. Pocono victory lane. Gotta get that. Gotta get this classic angle too. Max Blugio is a Peak Racing Association winner once more for his 4th win of the season. Great going, Max Blugio. I know we can't interview yet, but I hope to interview you soon. But congratulations all the way. What? What? That's crazy. At any rate, I guess that's it. Max Blugio wins. Let's go ahead and quickly get those points done. Let's go ahead and get those points done. And then call it wraps from the Pocono Mountains. Time to speedrun these freaking time to speedrun these points. Let's go. Speedrun these points. These points. Gonna go. Yup. Alright. Alright. Let's see here.
Yo.
Alright. They're gonna say that's it. So, let's see here. Alright.
Did you end the stream yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got number 6-7 and counting.
Bro. Are we serious?
Yes, I did. Look.
Hold up. Okay, Max Blugio gets 8 more points. That is 14 points earned today. Karinga gets 7 points. That is 13 points earned today. Slam Door gets 6 more points. That results in 8 points earned today. 5 points earned for DB. Now that's his second 5 points in a row, by the way. 4 points for System. For System. 3 points for Aiden. And 2 points for Levi. I had to think about that. So overall, he loses 13 points, and 1 point for Robloxian. That is 3 points as a total for him earned in the chase. Alrighty then. And now, and MLL went to Max Blugia, so he actually earned 15 points. Oh man. That is very interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at your points following Pocono. Max Blugio 2050, Coringa 2046, that's 4 points between them. And then it is 12 point DB. DB. Mute.
Yeah, what's up?
Mute, buddy. Mute,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah. And 12 points back from Coringa, his system. And it's Slam Door, Aiden Patrono, DB. And Robloxian. 10 points back from DB. Very interesting points. Slam Door making his way up towards third. He gains on system, I believe, this race. So, it's getting interesting. But Max Blugio expands his points lead just a little bit. But with all said and done, that is basically it. That's all that we have to write here from Pocono. What a day. Lots of action, lots of controversy, lots of fantastic racing throughout. Man, I am exhausted. I was sick earlier this week. Had just enough energy to commentate today, and what a race it was. My name is Crimson Cell. I was your host for today's event. And I'll catch you in the next one, which will be either Bristol or Gateway. We'll have that announced to you probably by next weekend. Have a good one.